What's going on, guys? Alright, so this video we're going to compare two setups. One is going to be a high boost, low redline motor, and the second is going to be a high redline, low boost motor. We're going to be driving the 2010 Mazda Speed 3. We're going to race it on Sonoma. So we're gonna race the high boost setup first. Gonna do what's supposed to be a rolling start, although as you'll see, doesn't quite work out that way. Not sure what that's about turn 10, but come on. But anyway, the quick boost and the high amount of torque that you get from this setup, you see a fair amount of wheel spin. Just like that, or that, because the boost kind of builds really quick and torque just kind of jumps up really fast. It's easy to spin the tires in a front wheel drive car especially. Again, spinning that front tire. Car might be a little bit traction limited with the amount of torque that it has. I think that's kind of obvious, but maybe we can do something about that later. So overall, I will say I do like this car and I like driving it. I think I'm gonna have a good time comparing these two setups. And I just barely don't pass that Corvette. 1 minute 25 seconds, 542. Okay, so we're back in the motor mods section, and I've decided that it's time to take some boost out of this thing and raise the red line and see if this car is going to be any faster in that configuration. So we did the middle cam upgrade, but the thing I want you guys to realize about this, what I'm doing, my goal is to actually make the same amount of horsepower. So really the only thing that's going to change is the amount of torque and the RPM range of the motor. Just trying to get to exactly 600, you know how I am. Gotta get exactly 600 if I can, or 700, or whatever level we're at. Alright, so we're gonna take this baby back to Sonoma and see what we can do. So we're gonna compare starts. Again, turn 10, I don't know what's up with that. So not as much wheel spin in second gear as you can see. Not really any wheel spin in third gear. Kind of just rolling with the punches here, trying to make my way through the field. I do think the car is a little bit faster with the higher Redline because as you can see, we're not losing traction when we're trying to accelerate, so we moved quite a bit a ways farther into the field sooner, so that's definitely good. Pretty similar in the usage of the gears. I didn't want to change our gear, either our final drive. Well, this car has 6 gears, so we wouldn't be changing the number of gears by adding a race transmission, but I didn't want to mess with the gears at all. I wanted that to stay the same. 1 minute 25 seconds, 372 thousandths. So pretty similar. I decided to take the same setup and show you guys what it would do around a high-speed track. See, in 4th gear, we're shifting at about 122 miles an hour, and we move through 4th gear pretty quick in this car with the high Redline setup. And we stay in 5th gear before the chicane. So we're drafting a little bit here, but we'll pay attention to miles per hour. 163 miles per hour before we had to hit the brakes. Starting from the same point, but this time with the high boost or the high torque setup. So we shifted at a lower speed into 4th, you'll notice, and we've also gotten into 6th gear before the chicane, a slight difference. So we're gonna draft again, and we're gonna see if our miles per hour changes, and it's still 163. So I decided that we would test whether or not, if this car were heavier, if that would make much of a difference, because so far in our testing we've only been able to prove that the higher Redline motor was only good for about 0.2 of a second, and as far as miles per hour on a high-speed track like Daytona, they were actually the same. So we're gonna quick add some tire width. We're gonna add a better tire compound. And then I think we're going to add a little bit more power too, which is always more fun. It's one of the benefits of keeping weight, or in our case, putting weight back on the car that we initially took off, You get to have stickier tires, you get to have higher horsepower motor, so that's kind of fun. Hopefully this car will be faster than the previous iterations of these two setups. Alright, so we saved that setup, and now we're gonna make the mods for the higher Redline setup. I just wanted you guys to see exactly what I changed between these two setups. So I was just checking our horsepower number so I know about what I wanted to keep us at. So we'll do the low boost setup, or the stock boost setup on this car. And we're gonna do the mid-level cam upgrade. Thought about doing the intercooler setup. It added a couple horsepower, but I decided against it. I decided we were at or close to our goal of the same horsepower, so just went with the race flywheel. So here we are again, Sonoma rolling start, high boost setup, lots of wheel spin again, but no wheel spin in second. So overall we've definitely gained, our traction issue is gone somewhat, at least for, it looks like it for now, so this should be a faster setup than our previous iteration. And you can see the car is just more planted, the braking is better. We've definitely improved this car by actually making it heavier. Yeah, so 22 pounds of boost in the high boost setup versus the 15.6 of the factory setup. Just wanted to show you coming through here on our fastest lap. We do shift into 5th gear. Which is a higher gear that we got into than we got into when we did this the first time with the high boost setup. little bit of wheel spin there, but to be expected from all the heat in the tires from the brakes, hard braking coming up to that corner. 125.513. Honestly, it's not an improvement over the first time when we drove this car, but oh well. This is the high red line. We shift into 5th. Get a little aided braking there. This is significantly faster. It's about 0.5 faster, which is a good bit, and should be considered a lot, I guess. Alright guys, surprise! There's a part 2 to this video. As I'm sure you've guessed already, we're going to take this Camaro IROC Z and we're going to modify it. We're going to be testing the same thing, which is a high torque, low revving motor versus a high revving, low torque motor, both of which make the same amount of horsepower or very similar amounts of horsepower. Things I would take away from the Mazda clips. I guess we've proven that the higher revving, low boost setup is significantly faster. I mean, 0.5 is pretty significant, so significantly faster than the high boost, low revving setup. If you want to see me do a similar front wheel drive video of a low boost, high revving, or maybe a naturally aspirated high revving versus a high boost, low revving 4-cylinder front wheel drive car, that might be something I could do in the future. I was also thinking about doing a power adder video testing turbo versus positive displacement supercharger versus centrifugal supercharger. I think I'm going to use the 5.7 liter V8 for that video. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas for what you want to see in the future, please let me know. Either message me or leave a comment below, and I'll try and give you guys what you want, I guess. If you think I suck, let me know. If you think I'm horribly boring to listen to, let me know. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys too much. These videos are as much for me as they are for you, so yeah. I guess all in all, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Please check out more videos. Be posting new videos soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.